So at last I got a chance to get my hands on James Clear book. It's called Atomic Habits. This book is already, I think, a couple of years old by now, but I have been reading so many reviews about it that it's just fantastic and stuff like that. And I'm so happy a friend of mine just gave me his copy to read, and I'm enjoying reading it. It's such a fantastic book, and it's very easy to read, and it's all in like small bite size, so it's not like you have to read the whole book to understand something. You can understand it immediately within the first few pages, and then it just gets better as it goes along. Like most of us, like when we make goals, what we do is we make a goal, and then suddenly we fall off, like, right, for example, like if it's when it's New Year's time, if you ask any gym owners or exercise and fitness owners, right, you'll see that they will be like, listen, on January 1 we are so crowded, it's unbelievable because everybody's here. But then January 2, January 3, 4, 5, as the days go by, the crowd starts dwindling down. It's because it's very easy to start the first day because you're so excited about your goal or the goals that you have set up for you, and then suddenly life gets at you, you get distracted, you start doing different things. Next thing you know, your goal is now in the back seat. Mainly his idea, and it's not an original idea, I've heard of this before, but he's like saying it in a very different way, which just makes it very exciting. He's saying, like, instead of you just making a goal, why don't you make a system, so that way you can actually achieve what you want to do, but in little pieces. You don't really try to go full on with your goal, because two things will happen, right? If you make a goal, right, there's two outcomes for that. One is either you'll achieve your goal, or two, you will not achieve your goal. Now, the reason you don't achieve a goal, not because the goal was not fantastic or the goal was not good enough, it's just that you got distracted and now you're doing a million other things other than the goal that you set out to do. So this is what happens is for most of us, like when we are writing up our goals, we write our goals, but we don't really write how we are going to achieve those goals. Like, we write our goal, like this is what we're going to do, but we don't really write a proper plan on how to do it, because sometimes we don't know how to do it, right? We know how to make goals, but we don't know how to get to those goals. So I'm not saying, and probably he's not saying, that goals are a bad idea. The argument is, or at least the advice is, no, you make goals, but what's important is you make a system, and you put the system into your daily life, so that way you can achieve your goals over a certain amount of time. If you tell yourself you want to go and lose, weight and be extremely fit and stuff like that inside 30 days, I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So you are already making a goal. You're setting up yourself for failure. And that's why most people don't go after their goals, is because they set up for failure. So he's more like, listen, don't go for goals. Go for systems. Make a system, so that way you design your system and you refine it as you go along. Of course, everybody works very differently. And you make a system, you refine it, you clean it up, you adjust, you amend, you fix it. Something's not working, throw it away. Something's working, expand upon it, and just keep making a system. And at the end, you will have your goal. You'll reach it because there's no other way. You will definitely reach your goal. And I think that is really, really cool. It's like, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Right? There's no way you can sit down, fork and knife, a plate, and say, all right, I'm going to start eating the elephant. It is just impossible. There is no way you're going to finish that elephant in one sitting. However, if you eat it piece by piece, at the end of a certain amount of time, guess what? Your goal is accomplished. That you have eaten that elephant. So that's basically what he's trying to say, is break everything down into little pieces, manageable pieces, adjust it as you go up and down, and then you will reach your goal. Very simple. And I'm going to end my vlog right here because my cat is making an audience. Hi, hello. Thank you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.